All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Klubnik. With the catch, it's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Here comes Clemson with another first down.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
From the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. And another broken tackle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sellers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Option is set.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Swings it out to the flat. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
RPO red bubble. Sale.
First down for the offense.
Option is set.
The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Get set, get set.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Option is set.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Spider. Flip it, flip it.
Rides the back on the option, the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Option
And
is
the
set.
Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Here we go.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the ground, it's Randall. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Off play action on first down. Finds a tight end. Powers through the defender. Breaks into the open. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The play action fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Option is set. Option is set.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Option is set.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Option is set.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Klubnik. Trying to bull his way out. Touchdown, Tigers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Play call.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Finds his man down the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Option is set.
The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Runs through another guy. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Option is set.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down.
29,
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Option is set.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get on the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have belt options. Vertical process selected. F slide. Across spot.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Clemson!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And option is set.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Pinch 0.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
A lot of defenders around on that screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight.
Option is
a huge thank you in order right there. That returner's literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge.
Breaks free. Rams him with the stiff arm. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And these big plays are created first and foremost by the hog mollies up front. The guys who never get credit, the big boys, the big nasties, the big uglies, they put their hand in the dirt, they go after those defensive linemen, create some holes where the runners can make plays, can get in space, can make these huge chunks.
And option is set.
And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. From the red zone, looking for a man. Touchdown,
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
The AT unit
there are
on
8
the field.
categories. You have 15 options.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Entering
They wasted no
option
time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will
Entering
come out
play
to
call,
the 25-yard
coach
line.
suggestions. There, cover 3 clef.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
Set.
Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Entering play, RPO jet, puck cross.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Let's go.
They'll go to the ground. And he is snuffed
Entering
out,
play
greeted
call,
by a
Royal
host
red
of
option,
defenders.
RPO alert slot out.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Coach suggestions.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the set.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Slide. Slide 22. Slide 22.
From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Coach suggestions.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
You have 15 options. Add empty selected.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play
Entering
scoring
play
drive.
call, you have 5 options.
And they close the deal with a
Selected.
16-yard throw for the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A
Entering
booming
play
kickoff
call,
out of the back
coach
of the end zone. It's a
suggestions. There are
touchback.
6
South
categories.
Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Keeps it going. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
Entering play call.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses
Entering
the
play
50.
call,
He's down to
coach
the 49.
suggestions. There are 6 categories.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late. And
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the hat
Option
trick?
set.
Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up.
Entering play
Another
call,
sack.
coach suggestions. There
I
are
know
6
this defense came into this
categories.
game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. But I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
And option is set.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up. There he goes. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Pound 55 weak.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turns it on in midfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Option is set.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Finds his man, it's Moore. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Option is set.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
In blue. In blue. Kill, kill, kill.
The give to the tailback. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Here comes Clemson with another first down.
Moves.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Auction is set to.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the
auction. Enter. Call timeout is. Challenge play is selected.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. His coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.
Auction is set to.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
You have 15 options. Padded empty
And he
selected.
made the extra point without problem.
Entering play call. You have 5 options.
Kickoff
Kickoff
unit has
is
been
selected.
busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, getting the fumble.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
After getting that fumble, if you're on offense here, you've got to be thinking touchdown, right? So after that run play, this is a big 3rd down opportunity to either stay on the field or score a TD. You wouldn't feel very good if you only walk away here with a field goal.
Auction is set to.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Powers forward.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Auction is set.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And Auction is set.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll go to the counter. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Clemson.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacked on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Got it in the middle, it's Hunt. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
To the air, it's Nolan. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off, accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. First play of the drive wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dime.
They want that clock to run. Shows him the stiff arm. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Lining up for the
There are 8
PAT.
categories. You have 15 options. Add attempt to select.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
Entering play
Quick
call.
work on that
Option
scoring
is
drive,
set.
just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Option is set.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the D does it again. Like, I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them. Where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this D.
Number 6, William.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nolan. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a big gain. He's got it on the outside. There he goes. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Nolan. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Bulldozes his way through. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Entering Cosmina Hub screen, you have 4 options.